If you've never listened to something in your life aggressively and intentionally, I need you to listen to me now. You are alive. Life is fragile. You are only mortal. You only have so much time to get it done. I need you to live every day from this moment forth. I need you to live every day as if it's your last. You don't have time to waste. So I need you to put in 1,000% every single day.
Life is about choices. We all have the same 24 hours in a day. And you can hit the snooze button and you can stay in the bed where it's safe and it's comfortable. Or you can get up and face the world. So it's time to get up. Rise and grind, baby, let's go. Waking up early gets me in touch with myself. It gets me in tune, it gets me in motion, it gets me in flow, where I can perform my best. When you wake up early, it's just you. The world can wait, right? Emails can wait. Text messages can wait. The boardroom can wait. The playing field can wait. The court can wait. Everything can wait. And I can get dialed in with what I've been called to do. I can get dialed in with why I'm here. We all want to do something. We all want to be somebody. We all want to go somewhere. Can you do what is required to fulfill your purpose? One of the greatest tragedies in life is to live and not know why you're living. Truth is, everybody's got purpose, right? Everybody's got a dream. Everybody's got something they have to pass or achieve or become. If you can hear my voice, you've got work to do. You've got a destiny to fulfill. You've got a purpose to walk into. There are going to be days when you are not going to feel like waking up. You are not going to feel like getting out of the bed. There are going to be days when you are going to be tired of being you. And you got two options. You can give up or get up. I need you to wake up in this new day, in this moment, and seize the opportunity. You are alive for a reason. Someday, at some point in your life, you're gonna be able to look back and say, man, I'm so glad I didn't quit. There is no pain that is bigger than my purpose. Doubt is not bigger than your purpose. Fear is not bigger than your purpose. Insecurity is not bigger than your purpose. Your purpose is everything.
Close your eyes and please listen to these words. I don't know if you know this, but you only get one life. One shot, one chance. And every single day you wake up, you have a choice. You can sing your song of greatness, or you can let the world silence that voice. You see, millions of people die with regret. My question is that gonna be you? Getting to your final days of life knowing you're about to die with your dreams because you never acted on making those dreams come true. Knowing you're not gonna meet the greatest you because you wasted so much of your life not doing the things you were created to do. Please don't experience death knowing you settled for less. Please don't get to your final days of life knowing you didn't give your best. Because once this life is over, it's over. There's no do-overs, it's done. So you gotta stop living life like you get another shot at this, because the truth is, you only get one. There will come a day when tomorrow doesn't come. So Pete, you got a choice. You can face everything and rise, or you can fear everything and run. You can go for it, or you can just watch it go by. But I will tell you this, failure only exists in a life that doesn't try. Why be the one that lives but never feels alive? Be the one that knows the sky isn't the limit because you wasn't afraid to fly. You might not be in control of how you die, but I promise you this, you're in control of how you live. Don't be the one that chooses to give up when you know in your soul you got so much more to give. Choose to live unfulfilled when you can choose to live great. I promise you it's possible. I promise you it's possible. I promise you it's possible. Because only impossibilities that exist are the ones you create. You miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. So shoot away. Because the only strikeout in life is not stepping up to the plate. What matters is what you do with that dash between your birthday and your death date. There's millions of people that said tomorrow, next year, next time. They took their gifts, they took their purpose, they took their dreams, they took their mission to the grave. Everybody look up at me. So no more someday. No more one day. Start today. Y'all repeat after me, say start today. Say it with your soul, say start today. Tell your neighbor, say start today. Start today. Make today your day one. If you made that decision, my friends, the road to becoming the greatest you and living legendary has just begun. You're a choice away from a new beginning, and you're a commitment away from a new life. Go make the world respect your greatness. Like I say at the end of every single video, every single message. It all starts with you. My mom went through a whole battle with cancer, brain cancer, and I saw my hero just like wither away. My mom passed away March 7th. If you look to the bottom right, you see me in the hospital. I ruptured my Achilles in 2 places playing my nephew. Listen, when you turn 40, don't play basketball. Playing my nephew, trying to keep it up, ruptured my Achilles, had to get surgery, went to Bali, didn't listen to the doctor's orders, it got infected, had to get another surgery, my foot almost got cut off. Mentally, I was in the worst place in my life because I couldn't do what I love to do, which was be active. To the top right, you see me and my brothers carrying a casket. That's not my mother. 2 weeks after my mother died, my grandmother died. We talk about adversity. I gotta tell you this, if you're gonna live a legendary life, adversity is coming for you. 48 hours after my mother died, I'm with my daughter, Maya. And she's laying in the bed, and I'm in my guest room, and I'm planning my mother's funeral, literally. How she wanted it. And Maya is asking all these questions about Honey. Honey's what they call my mom. Honey's an angel, Honey this, Honey's dead, right? Kids are crazy, right? I'm like, gosh, like too soon, baby, too soon. 5 minutes later, she just hits me, hey, Dad, can I go outside and play? I'm like, dang, you were giving me emotional support. Now you just want to go outside? All right. My daughter Maya goes outside, and I get back to planning my mom's funeral. About 20 to 30 minutes goes by, here, knock at the door. Light knock, not a panic knock, not a crazy, just a light knock. My guest room is right here on the other side of the wall is my door. So I hear my wife open the door, and I hear a voice that says, hey, Maya passed out. Remember, Maya's my daughter. No panic in the voice. If you knew Maya, you wouldn't panic neither. She's a princess, so the princess passed out, wants her prince to come save her. So my wife said, hey, Trent, go check on Maya. So as I'm walking out, I hear fire truck, ambulance, and I didn't panic because we live by a fire truck. So I'm like, oh, okay, must be for somebody else. But it was weird because it was on the back street in our neighborhood. And as I'm walking out the door, I hear, Trent, hurry up. It was my neighbor. And I go to a full sprint. And as I get closer, I see my baby girl laying there not moving. So I get down on a knee, and I broke all protocol. Like, I picked her up. I said, baby girl, Honey got you. Honey got you. And I don't know if you where your faith is. I'm not trying to convince you or nothing, but as soon as I said, Honey got you, she rose up, perfectly fine, kissed me, said, Dad, went back out. My daughter was bleeding from her brain. She was playing outside, and I'm saying this so you make sure that you watch your kids. She was playing outside at my neighbor's house, and no fault to my neighbor, he was cutting the grass, a riding lawnmower. And he ran over a big rock, about this big. The rock spit out. My daughter was running in the backyard. The rock found her and hit her in her head. We rushed to the hospital, ICU. They're working on her, brain is bleeding. And that's what you see with my daughter, me and my wife. She has tubes in her throat. And we wasn't sure she was gonna make it. And that was the moment I got the call from my dad that my grandmother was in the ICU. And she passed away, as I said, 2 weeks later. Back to back to back. And I'm like, God, why me? All the things that I do for people, why? Why? And something came in my soul, and I can't explain it, said, why not you? Some things we're never gonna understand. Some things don't make sense. I don't know why my mom had cancer. I don't know why that happened to my grandmother. I don't know why my grandmother, she was 90-something, so she lived a good life. But you have to trust even when you don't understand. You have to trust even when it doesn't make sense. I was preparing not to make my mom's funeral, and the neurologist comes in. And she says, oh my gosh, this is a miracle. 5 days, daughter in the ICU. She says, her brain has stopped bleeding. She said her brain has stopped bleeding. But she said, like, here we go again. Like, for real? Make a long story short, we go to see the next neurologist. The next neurologist puts the CAT scan and x-ray on the wall. She says, hey, you see this little mark right here? Maya has a tumor. Can I be honest with y'all? I was pissed. Use my language, but I was upset. You're a father, you probably know that feeling. Give that to me, not to her. She's a 4-year-old daughter, girl. I think the doctor felt me being upset. The doctor said, Mr. Shelton, calm down. I got to tell you something. And this is why this story relates to you. He said, you see this tumor? Small tumor. I know you're upset right now. I know you might be angry that it happened. But the rock was a gift. The rock brought her here so we can find this. Because this tumor was here before the rock ever hit her. Because the rock hit her, we did x-rays, we found it. If we wouldn't have found this, we would have found this later on, who knows what would have happened with your daughter. They give us a year, we go back in a year, that tumor is completely gone. So I want to tell you this, amen, yes, I want to tell you this. I want to tell you this, please hear me out. You're gonna have a rock in your life that doesn't make any sense. You're gonna be like me, why did this have to happen? But I'm gonna tell you right now, your rock is your greatest gift. I'm gonna tell you this, life is a terrible gift wrapper, but it gives the best gifts. So for myself, I got a gift that was wrapped in a lost dream that was my purpose. I got a gift that was wrapped in a rock that was a life-saving moment for my daughter, for some of you. Stop judging your gift by the package. Because if you open up that package and you really lean into it and you use what you went through, and you give a different meaning towards it, I promise you, that rock could be the greatest blessing in your life. You're a choice away from a new beginning, and you're a commitment away from a new life. It all starts with you.
I'll get to it tomorrow. I'm like, who promised you that? I'll get to it a month from now. I'm like, who promised you that? Right? Because life changes so quick. We live our lives and we feel as if we're promised something. You think about how many people woke up this morning thinking like, man, everything is gonna be great, and life changed, right? One day you wake up on top of the world, next day you wake up, world is on top of you.
There's a time for everything, and for everything you reap, there will you sow. There's a time to kill, there's a time to live, there's a time to plant, there's a time to gather.
All you ever have, all that you can ever experience is intrinsically linked with the present moment. It's inseparable from the present moment. Your entire life unfolds in and as the present moment. That's all there ever is.
I am completely driven by gratitude. Every true day that I don't get a text or phone call that somebody I love died or has terminal illness, I'm fucking pumped. And so please understand you have one life. do something with it.
Listen to me, you're running out of time. You don't know how much time you have. You keep telling yourself you got time and watch what happens. Now, I'm gonna say it again. You are running out of time.
Morgan Housel's got this gorgeous story. He talks about how when him and his wife first got together before they were married, I think they were 23, 24, living in New York. They had no kids, no dependents. And he looks back and he said to his wife, that really was living, wasn't it? That really was the golden years. It's just so amazing. We used to lie in on a Sunday and we could go for lunch and do all the rest of it. His wife said, you were miserable. You hated it. You hated all of those things. And Morgan's realization was, in hindsight, you're able to see that the fears that captured you at the time were not worth having. But at the time, you have no certainty that those aren't salient. So what you see in retrospect is how you should have felt had you known what was going to occur.
The golden years seem to never happen in the present. It only seems to exist in hindsight.
Yeah.
Man, my grandmother died at 93, and a month later, my other grandmother died at 90. I didn't realize how quick life was. I'm like, my grandmother was 93. I spent 51 years with both of them. They're gone. It's over. I will never be able to talk to my grandmother again. And I'm next. So because life is short, I don't have time to focus on what's not. I've got to focus on what is, then get up and go do it.
At the end of the day, and you realize that what is life but to capture and bottle the good moments when you can get them, to really stop and to really enjoy those moments, because regret is a powerful thing. Truly, the gifts that have been given to me by starting at a young age, doing what I love, to be able to travel the world, make music that I love, to meet people from all over the world in all walks of life. But the thing that it took from me was a little bit of the slowness of the growth. It was hyperspeed, and it was always thinking about what hasn't happened yet or dwelling on what is already dead. There was very little time to think about what's here and very little time to bottle the goodness of what's right here.
These right now are the golden years. I think that it's quite likely when you look back that these times right now will be the ones that you cherish. So you should approach them with joy and care and presence, the requisite joy and care and presence. And I think most importantly, ignoring the cynics and the buzzkills. There's this idea from Packy McCormick, and he says, the greatest trick the devil ever played was making you believe that the pessimists are the good guys. Basically, just don't wait. Like, life is happening right now. It is there for you to enjoy. It is there for you to take. Delayed gratification in the extreme just results in no gratification. The sacrifice reward dynamic that you are used to is great in the micro and awful in the macro. It's not about waiting for personal growth to be over. It's not about waiting for something. Life is not happening in future. It is happening right now. And this is something that I need to permanently remind myself of on a minute by minute basis.
If you go to a nursing home, you will find multiple people that will talk to you about regrets in a way that will pierce your soul in a way that you've never felt before, because they're actually in that place where time has run out. And it will make you go back home and start cooking for the first time, starting a video, running. Like, you'll start doing shit that you've been pondering for the last decade after 1 hour of giving back.
See, the greatest lie that you have believed far too long is that you have time, that there is a tomorrow, that you can drag your feet and you can crawl. You can't crawl towards some dreams. You can't walk towards some dreams. Some dreams you gotta run toward. You gotta run, baby. Run like there's no tomorrow. Run like you know you deserve it. Run like you know that there is nobody else that can attain it.
You've got this great line where you say, so many people are obsessed with how to live longer instead of how to live better.
Yeah.
How do you come to think about that?
I'm for it. The longevity. I'm for it. But in the pursuit of it, are we measuring quality of life along the way? Some people aren't. And I personally don't want to have the highest number, but then go, That wasn't any fun, or I didn't enjoy that, or that sucked. I'm just trying to remind everyone that just like in business, when I say success without the profit, we have plenty of people that succeed. If you got the most money, the most toys, you succeed. And we talked about those people earlier that have, at the end of the day, have problems with the relationships or they can't sleep, whatever. They didn't profit. They're not profiting with their success. Profit measures quality with the quantity. So I'm saying real success is when you have profit. Well, really great longevity would be for those quality years. Quality time left in this life.
They say time is what we want most, but what we use worst. And I'm just here to tell somebody, get that urgency back. Somebody step back into the place of action. Somebody step back into the place of faith and determination. Somebody get back into that space, that mindset, that mentality that says tomorrow is not promised. That just because somebody else lived to see 70 doesn't mean I'm going to live to see 70. And so every single day of my life, I'm going to give it everything I have. I'm going to love like there's no tomorrow. I'm going to forgive like there's no tomorrow. I'm going to let go. I'm going to perform. I'm going to forgive. I'm going to love. I'm going to try again like there is no tomorrow. Like this is my only opportunity.
At some point, you have to get off the hamster wheel of production. Because your life, the quality of your life, the quality of your relationships, the quality of your experience of being a human being is worth more than a dollar amount. Yes? Yes. So how do we do that? By first of all, beginning to understand and realize that from the moment we were born, we have been conditioned to function in a way that is limited in this world. You waste so much of your life trying to focus on the mechanics of being you that you're not being you. You're so distracted by all the noise that everyone else is doing that you're not focusing on the one thing that has the capacity to transform your experience, which is finally having the courage to be you. So I'm here to say to you that you can have everything in the world, but if you don't have a knowledge and an understanding of who you are, then you have nothing at all. Then you have nothing at all. So how do we begin to cultivate this sense of being enough? Because we can't get there through society's conditioned metric of how we're supposed to be and who we're supposed to be. At some point, we have to revert to who we naturally are. Because it's in coming back to who we naturally are and aligning with life in the way in which it's unfolding that we can begin to find a sense of sustainability.
And sometimes we can get wrapped up in that human condition that says, man, I don't have what it takes. I don't know how to navigate the terrain. I'm so broken. I'm so tired. I'm so blinded. I'm so buried under the misery of my past and the mistakes that I made. And we're waiting for these perfect conditions, and we keep thinking that perfect is coming tomorrow. And so number one, stop waiting until the conditions are perfect. If you're going to step into the power of the present, if you're going to seize the opportunity, then one of the things you're going to have to stop doing is overthinking. You're not going to feel the process all the time. You're not going to see it. Some days you're not going to want to write about it. You're not going to want to talk about it. You're not going to want to think about it. You're going to have migraines thinking about the sacrifices that are required to get to this next level, but just don't stop. I'm living like it's my last. I'm putting it all on the table. I'm giving this thing everything I have. Like I know there is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow.